Hello everybody. Well, today I'm going to revisit the container that broke my back. And when I say it broke my back, it means it injured my back bad enough that it's never been the same again. But I really can't blame it on, entirely on this container. It's because it was other containers as well. It was other gardening activities that I did over time. So you could see that it kept adding up and to a point where my back got worse and worse. And I don't think my back fully recovered from all the different activities. And of course, when I was trying to, lift this on that particular day, it finally pushed me over that threshold. And of course, it injured my back. All right, so today, unfortunately, I have to move this container. It's not that I want to, it's because I feel like I have to. And let me just tell you, I'm not very happy about it, but I feel like it's best for the plant. I thought that this was the best location for it. It used to be in the back and it was getting too much sun, too much direct sunlight. So I decided to move it over here thinking that it was going to only get like late afternoon sun, but unfortunately that is not the case. I think it's because this is sort of like a hub. So this plant would be in a location like it was in a sauna. So it was getting heat from these three different sections. That section, that wall, this area right here, and then this enclosure of the banister right here. So all together, I think it was just making this really hot. So during the hot summer months, the top would get really fried. And I just don't want to go another season with this plant looking like that. I mean, it was so embarrassing that I don't think I took any photo or any videos of this plant when it was not doing its best. So today is the day, unfortunately, that I'm going to have to move it again, but I'm going to be smarter with it. So I could use the hand truck again to move this, but the perimeter is really wide. I would say it's at least 18 inches in diameter, and it's a little bit, well, it's not a little, it's a lot bigger than the hand truck that I have. So today I thought I would show you another way to move this container from this location to another location, which is over there. I'll show you that later, by removing the soil instead. So that way the container will be much lighter. Now the container itself, I would say it's a good, like at least 20-25 pounds. So with the soil now, I would say it's a good 100 pounds. And can you believe it? I was lifting all of this with, like by myself without any help. And that was really stupid. So if you're watching this and if you think that you're strong enough, please don't do it, because your back is very important. You just don't know how good you have it until you don't have a strong back anymore. I just knew that, I'm supposed to bend my knees, use my legs. The only thing that I didn't factor in was the center of gravity. My husband had to explain this to me. My center of gravity would be, where my body is. And if you're going to be lifting something like this, you need your center of gravity to be as closest to your body as possible. So I didn't know about that. So when I was trying to move it or whatever I was doing at the time, the center of gravity, of course, was not here anymore. It was like right here. And this container was heavy, so you could imagine it literally squished my disc. And that's what the doctor said, that one of my discs was squished. Now, if you are lifting something and your back is so strong, make sure that, of course, first of all, don't lift anything that's too heavy. Try to use like a hand truck or what I call a dolly or something else that could help you to lift anything that's heavy. You know, having a friend helping you would be good too. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do today, is I'm gonna do something different, and that is to transfer the soil from this container onto this tarp and then just drag it to its destination. And we'll go from there. So if I've already dug up this plant, so that's the first thing you'll have to do, dig up this plant. So the easiest way to remove the plant would be to use a more narrow shovel, or this is called a spade, I believe, than something like this. Something like this, it won't get deeper into the root system, so it's a little bit harder to do. So if you have one of these, I would recommend this instead. So that's what I used. Now for digging up the soil, this is the best one. So all I have to do now is just transfer the soil onto that. And I'm gonna speed it up so you don't have to watch me do this over and over again. So naturally I like to stand close feet like this, but you just want to, you know, spread your feet apart. That way, try to make it so your center of gravity is closer to you. And then when you go like that, lift up your other foot, your other leg, so that way it puts less pressure on your back. Now this is all something that it's hard for me to do because naturally I like to keep both feet on the ground at all times. So anyway, this would be the right way to do it. All right, it took about 8 minutes to get all the soil from here onto the tarp. And in between transferring, I had to remove all of this root system right here. Pretty much like close to a container full. All right, so now all I have to do is drag this all the way over there. All right, I hope I am not making a big mess. I think I'm gonna fold it over a little bit. Let me leave this in here for now. Hopefully this will be easy. All right, it's kind of hard. This is when you can hurt your back too, so I'm going to take it easy. That was not easy, and I'm pretty sure I didn't do a good job with monitoring my back. All right, so I'm just gonna okay, so for this, I'm just going to roll it. So even right now, it's still heavy, but I'm just gonna roll it. Oops. I'm so tempted to just lift it up, but I know that's not going to be good. All right, everybody, finally done with the container over here. Sorry I didn't film me putting the soil back because time was running out. You could see the sun is already over here, and I didn't want the roots to be exposed to the air and the sun too long. But I used the same techniques as I did to transfer the soil onto the tarp. So actually, the hardest part or the longest part was trying to level this area so the container will be level. Initially, I had the bricks here closer to the pathway, and I realized that the branches, I didn't factor in the branches, in other words. So anyway, so I had to redo the area, rebalance it or re-level it. So anyway, as you saw, this is a good way to move your container, especially a heavy container full of soil. As you saw, the soil was transferred onto the tarp, and then the tarp was dragged to the location or the final destination. And just know that you might have to rest in between, you know, as you're moving the tarp around. And it also depends on how much soil you'll have too. So if you have a lot of soil, you might need to maybe break it up. For example, put some soil onto the tarp, a little bit at a time, drag the soil back. And I know that's going to take more time, but as you know, when you do have back issues, you have to take care of your back, and that means taking longer to get things done. So I always expect it to be like double the time than somebody who doesn't have back issue. You know, once you have back issue, it's kind of hard to get your back to its normal self. And sometimes I still forget. I'm not good at it. I still forget that I have back issues until I start to like move something, and then I feel it, and that's when I was like, oh, I forgot again. So anyway, please take care of your back. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this one, and until the next one, take care and bye for now. Well, thank you again for watching the video. If you would like to support my channel, please subscribe and watch some of the other videos. The video links are up above for you. So with that, thank you so much in advance. Take care and bye for now.